Hello everyone. Welcome back to another pick a card video. This one is a little bit special though. It's not an all-inclusive video. There are actually going to be two videos, one for this pile and one for this pile. So whichever one is kind of resonating with you, you will need to click on that video. I will tell you in just a moment if this is your reading based on the piles in front of you. So as I'm talking, be meditating a little bit, be thinking about which pile is calling out to you more, and kind of pretend like you're choosing one. See if the other one is kind of calling out to you and saying, wait, no, this is me, or vice versa. So what's interesting about this is that one of you will get a reading right now if you're watching this in real time, and then the other pile, you will need to subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you will get your reading tomorrow at 11:11. So we'll get to see which video or which pile is a little bit more popular, which one's resonating with all of you. So go ahead and take that moment to subscribe and like this video so that way we'll get a really good reading of who wants which video. Now, if you're watching this later when both videos are already published, I will put a little link in the corner up here to the other one so you can watch it right now. I'll also put it in the description. So if you're watching this in real time, make sure you're checking out those notifications. And if you're already, watching this a little bit later, guess what? Congratulations, you'll get a reading right now as well. It'll just be in a different video. So we'll see how this goes. Just thought I would kind of mix up the traditional pick a card format a little bit. So hopefully this has given you enough time to meditate and see which deck is for you. Are you ready? If you picked this one right here, this is going to be your reading, okay? If you picked this one, then make sure you check the link in the corner if it's already published or the description, or come back tomorrow for your reading. So this group, I'll see you later. And this group, let's get going. All right, so now that we have gotten the picking out of the way and we know this is your reading, this is howlite, and this crystal often encourages patience, observation. It's also really good for sleep, so if you have insomnia, definitely pick up some howlite. All right, let's find out what messages. Oh, what is this one that got left behind? Ooh, Justice. Okay, well, you know what? I'll take that as our first card pull since it got left behind. That was an interesting one. I've never had that happen before. So for this group, this is very interesting. I'm wondering if there's something that's happened to you and if you have been wronged and if you're kind of looking for some justice on something. And usually when I pull this card, it is that you need to kind of take the high road on something so that justice will be served. I think I actually pulled this, I can't remember if it was on TikTok for a reading or if it was in my Aquarius reading. My Pisces reading. Man, I'm getting those confused. If you are a Pisces, by the way, feel free to click in the description and get a personalized reading for you if you are a Pisces. But anyway, what I was saying about justice is that usually you need to take the high road on something. Like something has happened to you and you really could get back at this person, but instead it will be better if you just take the high road and karma is going to kind of come at them, so you don't really need to worry. So if you've had something happen recently and there's a specific person that you're thinking of as I'm saying this right now, and you're kind of like, yeah, I have some dirt on this person. I could totally do something, but you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and let that roll, because you have the spark right now and you have a lot of power that you don't even know that you have, and you have it in a lot of different areas too. What's so interesting about the Magician is it's kind of like a fresh start with all of these things. Like perhaps somebody wasn't believing in you, and what you were able to do is actually cause them to doubt their own abilities, but instead they lashed out at you and made it seem like it was you that had all these issues, or you weren't capable, or that you aren't capable, and instead you are, and you are going to thrive. You are going to be getting out of a situation that is causing you some issues very soon if you haven't made that change already. And what I'm seeing is you're kind of ruminating in it. Like you're kind of stuck and you're wasting a lot of emotional energy on it that doesn't need to be spent on that, because as we saw with the Magician, you have so many different avenues and so many different paths that, you know, like different talents is what I'm feeling like, that you could explore, that you've been possibly thinking about. And you might even be thinking about starting a new partnership or just kind of letting loose a little bit. And I think that what's interesting here is you have the Four of Cups, where you're just kind of like being stagnant and you're really ruminating on whatever's happened in the past. And I think this is your sign that you really just need to let go, and that everything is going to fall into place if you can let go and just kind of, you know, see the lighter side of life a little bit. Maybe even hang out with your friends a little bit instead of working so much, instead of ruminating on that connection that caused you the stress to begin with. Because what I'm seeing is it's been kind of a while that they have been doing this to you. And I think that you have been trying to kind of water and nurture a lot of things at once, and you've been kind of waiting for it to grow. But I think that whatever this connection is, that's kind of been holding you back, has been in the way. So if this was at work, if this was a social connection, if this was a relationship, I think all of those things, again, like the water is actually going to start to work. Like if you have your watering can and you've just been watering and trying to take care of things, it's because you've had kind of this blockage in your way, and the self-care that you've been trying to kind of put together hasn't been working because you haven't let go. So let go and start pursuing things that make you happy. And I think that you're finally going to see literally the fruits of your labor. The vibration around you is going to completely change. And you are going to have all these new ideas and just kind of like a new vibration about you. So it's really time for you to let go and let karma do what it will with that person, whatever they need. And it is time for you to move forward. Okay. Yeah. No more fighting, no more causing any sort of strife, because it is holding you back creatively. It's holding you back in so many different ways. Let's see what else you need to know. Let's see. What are some life lessons, or perhaps some themes that we might be seeing, that you might be feeling right now, or that we might be seeing in the future? Okay, I get this card so much that it literally has this little bend in it, and I'm going to have to make that a little flatter so that I know that this card is actually coming out, and it's not just because of that little bend. But what I'm seeing is I think you are really going to be seeing the success once you let go and you kind of move into this new zone that you need to be in. And again, what I'm really feeling is that the success is going to be with people that you have not been with, and maybe like people have been really serious. And again, this is so funny. This is so funny that I feel like this really needs to go with the Three of Cups over here, is that you're choosing to focus on the lighter side of life and not really being so stuck in maybe things that haven't worked for you. And this could also, what I'm getting is kind of be something where you've been trying something for quite a while and it just hasn't been working at all. You've been waiting. Maybe you've had some fear around this. So you've kind of been feeling like, oh, if I can't make this work, then can I make anything work? The answer is yes. I think you just need to shift. And the Justice card also has a lot about balance within it. So trying to balance different things and feeling free. Again, this goes over here with kind of your humor and your Three of Cups. And what's funny is like the colors almost kind of match in these ones. Allowing yourself to be free and not like locking yourself up and saying, well, in order to succeed, in order to have the justice that I need in my life, to feel like I've made it, I need to have X, Y, and Z. And just kind of letting go of those conventions, because I think that's really when you're going to get the spark here from the Magician. And you are going to be able to step into that life that I think you felt like you are on the cusp of for quite a long time. And you are just now kind of able to see, well, maybe I need to do that. So we have the Peace card too. So I think this is going to bring you peace, which is kind of funny because we need to stop the fighting with either external factors or internal. This could be you having, like I said, those issues with some other people, or even within yourself, like you're not really sure what to do, and it's kept you tied up for quite a while. So let that magic flow in, let that spark come to you, and do not feel fearful. Just try and see the lighter side of life, let that humor in, and let yourself feel free, like I said, because that's when you're really going to see everything grow. I feel like it's going to be like overnight, and you're literally going to wake up one morning and be like, are you kidding me? This is crazy. What's so interesting here is I pulled that we have a new romantic cycle beginning. So I think if you've been stuck, if you've been feeling like you haven't been able to find romance, or maybe something with your partner has felt stagnant, you are in a new cycle that's coming in. And what's funny is we have Libra on that card, which is all about balance. And we've got the Justice card up here. So clearly, I think you've been feeling just like a little out of whack for a while now. And I think that like work, emotions, your social life, maybe your romantic relationship, they've all just been kind of feeling a little bit out of whack for a while here. Oh, okay. What do we have here? A time to give rather than take is very interesting. These two kind of came out together as well, but now they're sticking together, which is interesting. We've got Virgo. And then we also have, hold your vision. Okay. So again, kind of like not letting people get to you and letting that negative energy kind of ruminate with you. You need to have that freedom and hold your vision, because it is going to bring you that peace and success and freedom, and kind of take away that fear. And even put that on top of there. So we just kind of delete that fear from your field of vision. And then a time to give rather than to take. I think that what this is saying is that you are going to be kind of giving the world something new, and like you kind of feel like you have to do it in a certain way, and you've been trying to cultivate it in a certain way. But I think honestly, like you have been supporting a lot of your friends, you've been supporting family members, you've been supporting your partner and people at work. And I think what's so interesting is, I think the balance here, like don't just take from people. Make sure you are giving as well, and you are putting forth your best effort. Like don't just, completely like cap out here and just like go party. But I think that you are going to be contributing is what that card means. That's really what I'm feeling. Sometimes these cards can be read in different ways than what they're little saying on the card means. And sometimes when I get that card, I just get the feeling that it means like you just need to kind of balance it out a little bit better with the give and take. And so we got that one. Oh, because this is interesting. See, I told you with the balance. This one says take time to breathe out. So even right now, you just take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Because I have a feeling you are one of those people that you find yourself kind of like not breathing. Like you'll just all of a sudden be like, I don't know when the last time I took a deep breath was. And it can be really exhausting. So I think we're getting a clear message here that balance is something that you are seeking in your life. And once you kind of find that balance, you will be able to get that spark back that you've been a little bit worried about and worried about what's going to happen. And now I'm going to shuffle my love deck just because, why not end this on a love note? We all love to get kind of some information on what's going on in love. I know we had a new romantic cycle begins over here. And what's so interesting is we're seeing chemistry. So if you are looking for your person, then this is a really good sign that you are going to have some chemistry with someone soon. Perhaps if you're kind of just having fun with your friends, maybe going to dinner, doing things that you love, you are going to find a person that you have some strong chemistry with. And if you are with your person already, then I think maybe this new romantic cycle could be that you're kind of going to be entering a new phase of your relationship where you have a little bit more of chemistry and a spark than you've had in a while. So that's good news all around. We also have very soon. So clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So this is interesting. I feel like you have really strong manifestation abilities. Just with the Magician, I can sense that you are really good at manifesting things, and when you're stuck and you like feel like you're just ruminating in things, that's where you're going to be. It's funny, these kind of give me the same vibe here, but in different realms. So I think that what this is saying, again, like I said, I think all of a sudden things are going to start happening for you overnight, and it's going to change, and you're kind of going to feel like it's almost a different reality that you've shifted into. Like it's not even real, because things are just going to change. So decide kind of what you want. Like, what do you want in your relationship that would make you happy? Or what do you want in a person that is going to make you happy? And maybe even just taking the time to write that down so that you can, you know, manifest that, and you can trust that that will be your person. You can trust that the universe has your back, and they are trying to get someone to you that is going to help you on this journey. Because I think that you are someone who would really benefit from having a partner who could complement this and kind of balance you out, and help you with this give and take balance that we're searching for as well. Let's see. Oh, I think you also might be someone who has a hard time expressing their love. I think that, you know, love can often be something where you're like, well, they know how I feel. But even if you are just, you know, you have pets or family members, if you are single and looking for your person, just express your love to everyone, and that's going to kind of bring the vibration of love into your life. And then if you have your person, I think this is a sign that don't, you know, if you've been together for a while and you feel like maybe the chemistry is lacking, or you could kind of turn it up a little bit, just don't be afraid to express your love. Even if you feel like maybe they, you know, haven't been showing you the expression of love, then you can up that vibration, and you can kind of strengthen that chemistry and trust. So what I'm seeing here is that you might feel a little bit stuck overall, but you can really change your reality pretty quickly here once you hit your stride. And I think, you know, you're so close. Like, I can feel like you're on the cusp. I think you kind of know that it could be around the corner, but you've just felt like kind of just frustrated with a lot of different things. So like I said, try and raise your vibration in different ways, like expressing your love, you know, bringing some humor into your life. Watch something funny, watch an SNL rerun, go to a comedy show, hang out with your friends, hang out with people that you love, and hold your vision. This is interesting too, that very soon, and hold your vision. We've got this next to each other. So like, you're holding your vision of what you want. So I think that that kind of can carry through in love. It can carry through in work, whatever your gut feeling is on this. And I think for you, it's a few different areas, but whatever your gut feeling is, you know exactly what this reading is pointing to. So the other thing I was going to say is, if you at the beginning were torn between the two piles, feel free to go ahead and watch the other one when it comes up, because you might have a message in there. We will find out. But otherwise, feel free to take a screenshot, like, subscribe, and comment if any of this resonated with you. Remember that tarot is a two-way street, so take what resonated, leave what didn't. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again, and have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.